And now let's check in courtside with Ahmad Rashad. Ahmad.
All right, thanks, Bob. You know that the New York Knicks are the oldest team in the NBA. You can look at that one of two ways, as just they're old, or you can look at it the way the Chicago Bulls look at it, that they are a veteran team that has a lot of pride and a lot of heart, which they showed last week when they beat the Lakers. Now, Michael Jordan, on this being his last game, he says he doesn't want to say that this is his last game here in the Garden because that would not only be disrespectful to the Knicks, but also they may end up playing them again in the playoffs. Now, Isaiah talked about it being a love affair with Michael here in the Garden, and Michael says that because of that love affair, he's going to do something special. And that special something is wearing his original Air Jordan shoes. And he said he also hopes to give him about 55. Bob?
All right, Ahmad, thanks. We told you about the Knick injuries, including, of course, Patrick Ewing out, and now Chris Dudley is back up at center, following him onto the injured list. That means Charles Oakley is at center tonight. But the Bulls have also made some moves. Luke Longley, with an injured knee, didn't make the trip in from Chicago. He misses his third straight game. And Randy Brown goes on the injured list with a strained left Achilles. Steve Kerr, their best three-point shooter, finally back after missing a couple of months with a separated shoulder, told me before the game he feels pretty close to 100% and could play his usual quota of minutes if called upon to do so. And the tip controlled by Chicago. Joey Crawford, Mike Callahan, and Greg Willard are the officials. Chris Mills with Kukoc on him. Cross-court pass intercepted by Michael. Cut off by Houston. Dishes to the driving Pippen. Still out of bounds. Kukoc around Oakley. Pippen. Michael from 20. There's his first basket.
Now, when you look at Chicago out on the floor,
a look at Michael's first basket of the night. He had missed his opening attempt. Now he's 1 for 2. The Knicks, on the other hand, have hit 6 of 7.
Everybody's eyes is on the ball. Everybody's watching all the cuts.
Michael, 2 seconds to shoot over Houston. Got it. 15 in, Oakley can be effective. That was a bit outside his range. Jordan for 3. Hitting only about 20% of his three-point tries this year, but feeling it tonight. Houston, who's riding a hot streak the last few weeks, and Jordan. Michael hits again.
Well, I like what we're seeing here, Bob.
But he goes snap the 9-0 Chicago run.
The pump fake by Jordan, and he brings him back to the right. He takes him left, then he brings him right. The drawing kick from Harper. They like to get into the lane. And then he stares him down and just shoots right over him. Pass movement. This is beautiful basketball that we're watching.
Jordan. And nothing more beautiful than watching him play. Bulls with the ball and a 3-point lead. Kukoc. Michael in traffic. Jordan with 13, tying Houston for game-high honors.
Success and failure. It's a simple pass to understanding the reading of the defense. He shoves Starks out of the way, using the little things. But I would advise a lot of you, don't try to...
Up top to Pippen. Houston on Jordan. Michael into the lane to the left hand. He's got 15 now.
Broke him down with the...
Johnson from Oakley. Off-balance shot is short. Here comes Michael. Spinning in the lane for the slam.
Nice. Nice. Shook him, spent him, then dunked.
After a half, the Knicks lead it 46-43. Jordan with 17 points. 24. Harper to the baseline, tries the bank and doesn't have it. Rodman clears the boards. His 14th rebound. Jordan nearly robbed, and the shot's gonna fall.
Oh my.
Oh man,
That was nice.
nice is an understatement.
Took the bump, took the hit, reversed it, spent it around. But what made the play successful was his ability to go left. Houston forced him left, and he extends and takes the hit. Knew he was going to get a hard hit from Oakley. Turns around and spins it right in. You see, Houston forces him left. He takes the short baby step, takes the hit, and spins it off.
Oakley with the foul. Michael with the... Bulls down by 5. Harper in the lane. Can't cut it to 3, but Jordan can.
Nice follow-up. Great extension. New York will use different defenders. You see Starks guarding Jordan here. He takes him low and he uses his strength. Jordan will use different methods of scoring on different people. And you see him driving around Houston going left, and against Charlie Ward, he gives him the fake and reverse and the dunk.
The Knicks by 3. Jordan will fire again, and he'll hit to give him 23 points. Jordan guarded by Houston. Slithers through the lane and hits with the left hand.
See, he gives you something different to look at every time, the way it's coming. So he goes for the up fake, and he slips right through him. That's what makes him.
Yeah, I've always liked Madison Square Garden, even when I was in college, when we played St. John's or some of the games that we played. You know, it's always been an area or a place where basketball enthusiasts could notice a fake basketball player. If you're a real basketball player, they honor that. They show the respect for that. If you just a hype, you can't fool them, and they'll see it. You know, and that's like stepping on a stage with an act, and people can see that it's an act, or they can see that if it's talent. You know, so that's the way I've always perceived Madison Square Garden.
Unusual kind of makeshift lineup in there right now for the Knicks. Jordan gets the bounce as he just takes it right into a pack of people. Jordan with 3 on the 24 will take it from the baseline, and now he has 31.
That was over 3 guys.
But you'll see him take all that often these days. Fade away. 33.
That was nice. He took the bump, starts
58 to play in the 4th. The last 2 baskets for Michael.
Again, he keeps you off balance. He takes you right. He fades you. And now the same side of the court, instead of going to the other.
Knicks back to within 5. Jordan the fadeaway. And a whistle. Joey Crawford blows play dead, and Spike Lee is all over Michael Jordan as he passes in front of him, and Michael has a few words by way of retort.
Well, he just told him that he couldn't guard him. Starks is a little too small, he's a little too short, and he's telling Spike he's too little, he can't guard me.
Look who's sitting next to Spike, Earl of Pearl Monroe.
Right, see, he says, you can't guard me. You're too little. And then he says, hey, you come out here. You come out here. Spike said, I will, money. He's always there to capitalize.
Foul on Cummings was his 3rd. Jordan into the lane with the fadeaway. Count it and bring him to the line.
See, look at the pass. I mean, it's perfect between them. It's the pass that leads him right to the score. You know, Pippen gives him a pass. Jordan doesn't know what's behind him, but Pippen gives it to him right, and he knows the split's coming. You got Michael in the 4th quarter. So he gives you a little bit of everything. He gives you a little right. Now he's going to go left for you. And just when you think you got him, he splits you under double teams. Great offensive score because he has a great offense.
Michael. Oh, my goodness.
See, that's the strength of Michael Jordan. You know, early in his career, he wouldn't have had the type of strength to power and muscle that shot up.
A number of the players and even 2 of the officials are laughing.
Watch the strength here. He takes the bump, Cummings grabs him, and he still is able to fight through and power through.
You know what? Strength is one thing, but lots of guys are strong, and lots of guys have skill, and only one guy has this level of artistry. You have to see this a 2nd, maybe 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th time before you believe it. Here it is again. Oh, yeah.
You know, look at the reaction from the bench. Those 2 guys in terms of Winnington and Buechler, they have the best job. Look at them. They have the best job in the world because they get to practice and play with that guy every single day.
There's 8 boards, 6 assists, 42 points, and now he leaves. To a standing ovation. Some of the crowd has left, but most of it remains, and an appreciative ovation for Jordan.
And the thing that I like most about what we've just seen is Phil Jackson's understanding for Jordan, understanding how this is a special moment for Jordan, and he lets the crowd acknowledge it.
1 game remains this year between the Knicks and the Bulls. They'll play it in April in Chicago. The Bulls have won all 3 this year, and 11 of the last 15 regular season games between the Knicks and Chicago have gone to the Bulls. 102-89 the final, and here's Ahmad with Michael.
Bob, Michael, another terrific performance here at Madison Square Garden. Was this one any more special than the ones you've had here before?
No, not really. I mean, I came in to play hard, and every time I come in here, it's always fun to come here. You know, the basketball enthusiasts are watching the game. You want to play hard. You always got a challenging game with the Knicks. So, I mean, I don't take this game any lightly, than the other games. I got to come with the same focus, and today was no different.
The Bulls as a team seem to be, the continuity is much better. Is it that because Scottie Pippen is finally coming around off of that injury and getting into the flow?
Yeah, he is starting to get his rhythm. You can see that. And I think this week we had a chance to get some practices in, and we got more of a team rhythm. And today we came out and I think we played a good all-around basketball game for a good period of the game.
Now, what about the shoes? See, now this was a gesture for the New York crowd, and it's one that your feet probably weren't looking forward to.
Well, I was joking with my wife at home, and I said, you know what? We're going back to New York. Why not break out the new shoes, or the old shoes, actually? And it's been a long time since I wore them, and it kind of, it's kind of fun to come back here and play and remember some of the old days and some of the things that, some of the games that I've had here, and the shoes is a part of that. So, my feet are killing me, but it was fun though. It was fun.
I figured because see, when you had those were 12, and you wear a 13 and a half now.
They shrunk a little bit. I think they have, but it's fun. The shoes just mean shoes. I think you have to still go out and play the game, and that's a big pressure to come out here with some new shoes and making a statement, and still you got to play the game of basketball.
All right, congratulations on a great game, man. All right, back to you, Bob.
Ahmad and Michael, thanks. Classic Chicago numbers. Jordan 42, Pippen 26, Rodman playing center for the injured Longley, 20 rebounds. The Bulls have won 11 of 12 since the All-Star break, and we'll be back.